Okay, so there we go.
There. Now we can do it.
That's
Back
all
to the garden.
formalities, I think.
Nice.
So, what do we do with
Trust
them?
me, Sally, I got this.
I think we got
Should
this
we
one.
go back to
the- Go.
Yeah, we got it.
Don't
Take
you
us right
worry.
there. We
This
can
thing has
solve
been
this
bugging me
now.
since the beginning.
It must mean we're close. 'Cause This
Let's
is like the
try
first
this
thing that we
again.
saw.
All right.
Okay.
You know, I think we might be...
So we gotta match up the Rorschach. Yep. Crown. Alien. Rhino.
That's gotta be right.
Nothing. Maybe it's broken.
Wait. Do you hear that?
Oh, that's where I want
Where
to
do
go.
you think it goes?
Into the mouth.
Down.
Go down.
Stay here. I like that. Oh. We blew through that chapter.
See what happens when
Chapter
we
1,
like
6
pretend we know
hours.
what we're doing.
Chapter 2, 5 minutes.
What the hell? There, okay.
Okay, there's a lot thing over there. That's the first thing I
Oh,
noticed.
gee.
It looks like they're being boiled, but the liquid is ice cold.
They're all cracked.
A cracked glass tank with 9 little rooms.
Cracks are important.
Each one has 1 or 2 insects inside. I can't tell if they're still alive.
This is where all the bug bugs went.
I like that you called them rooms.
Oh, you're right.
Forensic Entomology,
Yep.
Volume 3.
That's an incredibly
So
specific
it's
area
all
of
related
study.
to bugs.
It's
So
so
a bug
dark.
killed her.
I can barely
think it's
tell
the
what I'm
golden
looking
beetle.
at.
Somebody stabbed her.
It's for the golden beetle. He said that it was very
It's so
rare
dark, I
and
can barely
valuable.
tell what I'm looking
The
at.
golden beetle screams.
What's the lock thing over there?
Is it locked?
Seems likely, doesn't it?
Yeah, okay.
Weird looking safe.
I'm pretty sure the latches can slide into the middle.
Oh.
Can they just go across?
Yeah, they can
Okay.
only.
Oh, we
my
have to... It's one of the maze thingies. We gotta take it from one end to another.
Oh my.
So... I guess just pick a path and keep going for it.
Oh my damn.
Okay. We got this.
Do we?
Yeah. Okay, so
so
it's gotta
this-
be... It's gotta be the pink one. Right now it's gotta be the pink one.
But where?
But we're following the... So it's gotta be that middle pink one. But none of the middle pink ones. Okay, so that can't be the right beginning. Okay, so it's gotta be one of these 3 options. So let's try that pink one, yeah. Okay. It's gotta be that green one now. The only one that'll fit is that one.
But that's
nothing
not.
goes that far.
no.
Okay, so it's gotta be... Try another one on the pink one. Go to the next one down. No, I'm sorry. Yeah. Go over. Yeah, try that one. Oh, that finishes that. No, looks like the green one. Or the blue one behind it, I guess.
Da-da-da-da-da-da.
No. Unless it's that. Oh,
Da-da-da.
nothing reaches. Well, yeah, you can try that one. Okay.
Da-da-da-da-da.
Which one? Pull up the other green. Okay, so it can only be...
This is so drastic.
Nope, can't be that. No, that's not it.
Nope.
Am I try? Let's see. We're just gonna take it back to the base. Okay, so it can only be this one. So this has got to be right. Which means that options are either to make it a straightaway down to the bottom. I'm gonna do that. This is the one that we just did. Okay. So, what if it's... Oh, the straightaway... Oh, that's our only option. Okay. So, what about this? This has to come all the way out. This is the only one that works here.
This is exactly what we just did.
Yeah, I know. Sorry, I was just testing. Yep, this has got to be there. Yep, you're absolutely right.
There. Okay.
I got
There
it.
we go.
I'm impressed.
That was kind of
Anything
cool.
inside?
Yeah, more research.
Okay.
Oh, but one's missing, number 4, which is the secret research. A folder containing research notes and diagrams. 1. Our unique flora and fauna is the byproduct of a number of as yet undetermined chemicals. Number 2. These chemicals are continually present in the water, forming clouds and filling the lake. This causes a variety of mutations in the plants and animals. 3. Smaller creatures such as arachnids, insects, mollusks, amphibians, and crustaceans are the most affected. However, the chemicals may travel up the food chain and cause mutations in birds and reptiles. As far as we know, mammals remain completely unaffected.
Delightful.
Okay.
Okay.
So they're
Rows
growing
of
frog
plants,
people.
growing in wide wooden boxes.
What color is the soil?
It looks black, but it's too dark to tell.
So probably blue.
Probably blue.
Bugs. Big ones.
Looks like they're made of metal.
Who's checking?
Hand-drawn entomology charts.
Is that a lab coat?
Mm-hmm.
Warning, hand wash only. Size, small. What's in there?
Bugs. We click on some.
It's a little diagram of a beetle, with some incomprehensible notes scribbled next to it.
That's weird.
What?
It looks really normal compared to the beetles behind the glass.
9 beetles. All different, all dead.
Poor little guys.
There's a bunch of notes written all around them. It's mostly numbers. No idea what they mean.
Huh.
9 beetles.
little
It's mostly numbers.
Okay.
Oh. Do you guys have anything
Whose
for
research is this?
Freya's.
No.
It's a hatch.
But we're already in the basement.
We thought the top
Depends on
was
your
the highest
perspective.
top.
Let's not go down just yet.
So there's a down.
We still haven't explored this room properly.
Oh.
This is some
Secret.
seriously in-depth research.
It is.
It's impressive, but it's incomplete.
Yeah.
There's a section missing.
Yeah, we got the section.
We have it, don't worry.
Yay. Now what?
So, this is Pointer's secret lab.
Definitely seems like he's the one using it.
Huh.
I guess not a lot of people know about the secret entrance.
But what about
Right.
the bugs?
But if Pointer's the only one who comes down here,
It's gotta
why
be.
would he need to lock his research in a safe?
He wouldn't.
Who's he hiding it from?
He's just paranoid, especially about his golden
But Freya's
beetle.
definitely grabbing
What do you think
bugs
he's
and we
trying
don't know
to
where those
do
bugs are ending
exactly?
Right.
up. So maybe Freya was working with Pointer? Freya has been trying to breed. Oh.
Pointer has been trying to breed the
I mean, of
golden
course.
beetle
Yeah.
in the underground laboratory
Why? Because it's rare?
because it's gold.
Is that it?
I think so. I don't think he cares about entomology any more than he cares about astronomy. He just wants to get one over on Felix. If he can breed his own gold, suddenly Poppy's inheritance is looking pretty,
Infinite.
Yeah.
Might explain why he was so worried about losing the beetle. Maybe somebody did steal it.
Might have been Freya after all. We know she was trying to get through the secret door in the garden.
She might not have known what was down here, though. Maybe she was just curious.
Curious, sure, but not naive. I reckon she knew what was going on.
I think we're still missing the bigger picture. There's no way this is all just about a beetle. We're done.
Ready to go down? Again?
Ready?
Let's do this. Down to the sub down. Even more down.
Lowest level. That's so cool.
Basements don't normally have windows.
We're at the bottom of the lake. We must be.
Right. But if that's the lake bed, why does it look like that?
Like what?
White, smooth, no plants, no anything. That's not what a lake looks like.
Where are we?
Oh my god.
It's
So
an
much is
alcove
happening
rack.
now.
Looks thoroughly neglected.
2 cloaks, and a green hat draped on top for good measure.
Old cardboard boxes.
How exciting.
Yes, I see it.
What?
Oh, but
I'm
there's
working my
more.
way over here.
They're also damp.
But the thing, what do you mean you see it? You didn't say anything.
I don't have to say stuff.
But that's important.
Old cardboard.
Just gonna click on
they're also
literally
damp and
everything else
empty.
now. Oh, look at Shane.
Gives off kind of a dungeon vibe.
What do people actually use chains for?
Nothing good.
Oh, look.
This room looks old.
It does look old.
Like-
Why are you being like this?
Makes the rest of the house seem relatively modern.
You guys have to see it too. There's
a
obviously
little
right
thing
underneath
there.
that pot. There's a something stabbed into the wall, and it's got a little
I'll
piece
see if I
of
can reach it.
red rope
Let me
on
guess.
it.
Blank.
Unroll it.
Oh,
Diagram of the house. Misted mansion, and the towers are gone.
oh.
Study. Wait.
I know what you're thinking. And no, we never went in there.
In the study,
How did we miss it?
there's another room. Bedroom.
It's the aviary. The rooftop garden. Well, that name makes a little more sense in this context.
Yeah.
Towers are gone.
A bedroom.
That's Fifi's room, isn't it?
What about the underneath part?
Storage.
That's Freya's room.
It's Freya's room.
Yep. That's why it didn't look like a bedroom.
Music room.
Grand hall.
The grand hall.
What's that thing in the middle?
I think it's that big glass tube.
It's the aquarium.
But it goes up into the study.
It's the aviary. The rooftop garden. Well, that name makes a little more sense.
The library.
So this thing literally is on stilts.
Yeah.
And that's the lake, right? I think that horizontal line might be the water level.
It used to be a lot lower down than it is now.
Huh.
It's the room above
The
us.
laboratory?
Yeah.
That means that we're in the bottom.
This seems pretty significant.
Pretty.
Agreed.
Building plans.
Misted.
Misted Mansion. North side cross section. A roll of parchment on which the plans for a grand mansion have been drawn. A horizontal line marks where the lake was before, and a second marks where it is now. Oh, that's interesting. I didn't notice that. The mansion has been built on top of a large structure above the lake, supported by pillars. Freya's room is listed as storage. A room labeled study is in the center.
Awesome.
Look.
A single book on a little makeshift table.
This is creeping me out slightly.
There is
Why?
a candle there, though.
I think it's a children's book.
Children's book. Mistids of the Sea and Sky. Children's picture book. It looks very old. The Ink Dip. An elegant bird with red and white plumage. We know that one. The Silver Snake. An aquatic reptile with no eyes and a long tongue. The Soul Bearer. Wait a minute, we know something about the Soul Bearer. A crab with 3 different size claws. The Bobby? A frog-like creature walking on 2 legs. I'm just realizing it now. The Soul Bearer was in Freya's diary. She said the Soul Bearer shows the way, and the crab thing that we did is the Soul Bearer.
We're too late. This photograph has been stabbed.
Why? By what?
Not sure. Some kind of metal stabbing thingy.
Metal rod. A sleek but sturdy metal rod. It has been stabbed into a photograph. The rod has a curved and pointed tip, like an arrow, or the hand of a clock. Interesting. It has a small loop on the back with a short length of red rope connected to it. The metal is perfectly clean and polished.
So what's the photo?
Damaged photo. It's been framed but is slightly damp. A photograph shows a young girl. A large man is sitting next to her. Around them are several red and white birds. The metal object was stabbed into the photo, leaving a hole near the man's chest.
That's Flora.
It's got to be her father, right?
Mm-hmm.
When they had all the little birdies, little ink dips, did Flora do this?
Do you know who it is in the photo?
Yeah. All right. Let's do this first.
Link. Okay.
Did you notice how much light this room has? For a room with 1 candle?
It's all coming through the window.
Also, why is there a candle?
I'm pretty sure lakes are supposed to be darker at the bottom, not lighter.
Why is there a room down here anyway? And why is it so much older than the rest of Tangle Tower?
We still don't really know why people came to live here in the first place.
Maybe they just wanted to get rich, like Pointer with his beetles.
I feel like the Remingtons came here for the lake, for what was in it.
It's empty, though. More empty than a normal lake would be.
It is now, yeah. Maybe we're too late.
This man in the photo, he reminds me of something.
Yep.
From one of our clues.
Yep.
What?
Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it?
Does he?
Yes.
Painted model?
Where is it?
Flora's drawing? What are you looking for?
I've seen that guy before.
Have we?
Yes.
I don't think so. I don't think so.
I have, yes. No, is it this one? No. Picks the man.
What depicts the man?
I've seen it.
Do you think it's the painted model? He's all scarred up. Maybe we just
That's
think that this
Felix.
is Felix. You sure that's not it?
That's Felix.
Try it.
That's not right.
Okay. You got it. Worth a shot.
Seen him. Oh. Mm-mm.
Think that's him?
Felix made a little model of him for Flora.
Yeah, it makes sense when you know who he is.
Lord
Remington, right?
Lord Remington.
Remington. That makes him Flora's father.
Yes.
Meaning the girl in the photo is...
Yeah, it's her.
Flora.
See
Yeah,
the
it's her.
bird, too.
I never would have guessed. Times sure do change.
I don't know. I don't think she looks so different.
She had a grudge against her brother and sister. Did she have
Let's
a
head
grudge
back
against her
up to the
father?
Grand Hall. I want to find
Why
that
do you think
last
it's her?
ring.
What?
Why do you think it's her?
No, I'm trying to remember.
Single
Did she
This
have...
is
Why?
I think it's a children's
I
book.
think so. I'm not saying that I thought it was her, but unless she had a grudge against her father, I wasn't sure if we had a reason to suspect.
We're gonna get here.
Okay. Why are the lights out?
Wow, it's dark all of a sudden.
How long were we down there?
That's like, how long have I been wandering around this island?
Weeks.
Is really the
Well,
the real
it can only
question.
be like a day or two.
This must be it. This thing
Tube goes
goes
up into the
all
study,
the way
right?
up.
Yes.
Yeah.
How are we supposed to get up there?
Hang on, it's pitch black, but I think there's a switch.
Pull it.
Yeah, I mean, what are we gonna do? Not pull it?
A ladder.
Want to go up?
Climb it.
Climb ladder. The heart of the mansion. Killed another chapter. Feeling good. Feeling good. All right, we're on a roll now. It was really because we hadn't clicked the freaking telescope.
Damn, son. Yeah, it was just that freaking telescope. So that's
Soul
the soul
bearer.
bearer.
Crab.
No, it's a soul
It's
bearer.
got a translucent exoskeleton.
Ooh.
You can actually see its insides.
Huh.
Also, crabs normally have 2 claws, right? Not 3?
That's a soul bearer.
Soul bearer.
Oh.
Yeah. You sure we should be touching
It's
it?
a puzzle.
Grimoire, don't you think it looks familiar?
Oh. Soul bearer. What do you want us to do? Hello. What?
I don't remember.
Oh, is it like that with them out more?
I don't remember. Hang on.
You're doing whatever the thing was, right? Oh, don't break it. I think that one was closed.
But where was it?
I guess
I
that's
don't think we need to
What
get.
do you mean?
We have all the information we need in our case file.
Can I access the case file?
I guess we have to go out and come back in.
This crab really.
That little wooden...
Yeah, but I don't think. I think I've seen it more recently.
More recently?
In the
wooden
book.
toy? Oh, the one in the... Yeah, that's right.
That's not what I need. It's not that. I need this. Closed, open, open.
Kind of like a hey, was,
Maybe don't.
It's got.
Also,
Closed, open.
With a little hey,
open.
I guess that's
I don't
wrong.
think
What do
we,
you
we
mean?
have all the
Put
information
its
we need.
left elbow down a little bit. Not that one, the other one. Yeah. And then move the arm up, yeah. Oh, no, sorry.
What do you want?
I'm just not explaining it right.
Nothing.
I'm sure I've seen this thing somewhere before.
But that's a hey, yeah. Was it because this is not it?
Perfect.
Yeah. But that's a hey, yeah.
Crossbow.
What's this?
Ah.
Something somebody didn't want us to find.
Crossbow.
That's gotta be the sight that we have. I think that I said looked like a gun
What
sight.
is it?
It's a crossbow, Sally.
Some kind of fish. And...
That's a bird skull. We're talking about a 15-foot bird here.
Well, how about we stop talking about it? Dragon?
Snake?
Worm?
That's the one.
There's so much here.
I know.
Oh, there's a gun over there
Who
too.
are all the people in this photo?
Not sure, but it looks like someone didn't like them very much. Their eyes have all been crossed out.
Ambassadors of Mystic
Group photo.
Mansion.
A photograph of a sturdy wooden frame. In a sturdy wooden frame. It's dusty and looks several years old. A brass plaque at the base of the frame reads, "The Ambassadors of Mystic Mansion." The photo shows 2 women and 3 men wearing a variety of different styles of clothing. All 5 people had their faces crudely covered in black ink. That's gotta be the original inhabitants of the tower. Well, obviously, back when it was Mystic Mansion.
That photo is important. I'm sure of it.
You are so right, Sally.
An axe and some kind of hunting rifle mounted on the wall.
honestly doesn't look like they've been moved in a few years.
I'm more worried about the third one.
The third one?
Yeah, the crossbow that's missing.
The one that isn't there.
That we just found.
Yep, got it.
Nice rug.
Crumpled up paper.
Is there anything written on any of it?
Not really. It's mostly blank.
That lighter.
An incinerator built into the wall. It's still pretty hot.
Is there anything left inside?
It's mostly ashes. But yeah, there's something.
Oh, burnt items. Oh,
Sorry.
it's okay.
I got sad.
I got sad and wanted to go away. Burnt items. Not much more than a pile of dust and ashes. Among the ashes are several black buttons. Red colored scraps of fabric are still visible. And obviously,
That's an ink dip feather.
that's the ink dip feather.
That's sad.
They killed the
Coffee
ink dip.
table, half-empty wine bottle, lamp left
Or did they just
on.
burn the feather?
I'm gonna say someone's been using this room.
Someone complacent enough to leave their notebook lying around.
Gimme.
Gimme. Notebook. Several pages have been ripped out, but a few remain. Fifth Ambassador is located, finally, huh? Can't say I harbored any optimism, but still somehow disappointed. No better than the rest of them. Took my misted friend into the music room for an experiment. Ah, the music room. It works, perhaps too well? The laboratory was another disappointment. All that effort for what? He's even more short-sighted than I could have guessed. Went to the bottom, nice view. It's been mostly cleared out, but I have what I need. She got in, she was careful, nothing was moved. But I know it's time.
It's a wooden pinboard, hung up on one of the chains.
Looks like there's a couple of things missing from it.
Gimme. Yep.
Ooh.
I was totally right. That picture is of Hawkshaw. Called it.
What do you mean?
Just wait for it.
Oh yeah, the red thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, it's got the 1, 2, 3, the thing.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, pinboard. A large central sheet of paper has been pinned to it. 4 lines have been drawn from a gap in the center. A small sheet underneath features a drawing resembling the silhouette of a cloaked figure.
Totally Hawkshaw. Yeah.
Someone's
got a
been
few things to
using
ask
this
her.
room.
All right, Sally.
So why did Freya
I don't
use
get
this
it.
room?
This room is in the original building plans for the mansion. But nowadays it's some big secret?
It's not a secret to everybody. At least one other person still knows about this room.
The way the notebook was left out on the table makes me think it's someone who has the room all to themselves.
Whoever it was, they left more than just the notebook. There's a whole design project on this pinboard. Feels like someone put quite a bit of effort into it.
It's a shame there are things missing from it. I'm betting it'd make more sense if we could see it all together.
That might not be impossible, you know.
We've got all the pieces.
This one
Yeah.
should be
The photo page.
that one. This
That
one.
one's from the sketches that she did. Freya's drawing. Yeah.
Did it.
The painting from Freya's room and those sketches.
Huh.
Did Freya design Detective Hawkshaw's clothes? What kind of sense does that make?
I don't think that's why Freya made that painting, but it may have been why somebody took a photo of it to use as reference. And as for those sketches of Hawkshaw, I don't think Freya actually drew them. It was somebody else, someone with less of a talent for art.
Doesn't
They are a little
exactly narrow
scratchy.
it down. Should we go ask
Okay, so it
Detective
wasn't
Hawkshaw
Freya.
about all this?
I'm not sure. I still don't know what's really going on.
Another photograph.
Their faces are all crossed out with some kind of black ink.
That's weird.
Oh, you think so?
No, I mean, something I just realized. Sally, did we meet any of these people here at Tangle Tower?
Well, the woman on the left looks a little like Poppy, but her style is way different. And at first I thought the guy on the top right was Felix, but now that I look at it, I don't think it is him.
That's
Was
crossbow.
someone trying
Definitely
to hide
crossbow.
it from us?
I don't know, but it looks incomplete to me. I want to know what happened to the rest of it. Where
Now,
are the other
Hawkshaw
parts?
said that her telescope thing
We
was...
found them.
We
already.
found them already.
Yeah. So...
I think that might not this
Okay,
part.
sorry.
the top would be the small lens.
Yes, thank you.
'Cause that would
They've
be
made
the
a
sight.
sniper crossbow.
They made a sniper crossbow. And that's gotta be... The red goes in the red, and then that's gonna be the bolt. Yep.
They made a sniper crossbow.
They did.
What do you make of it?
Not sure. Let's keep an open mind.
You don't think the crossbow is the murder weapon?
Oh no, the crossbow is definitely the murder weapon. But that doesn't mean we've solved the mystery.
Well, we've got the murder weapon. That's pretty big.
New chapter.
Another chapter. That's
see,
pretty big.
See,
That we're
this is
just
what happens
flying.
when I have a place to go.
When we click... This is what happens when you click a telescope.
Time to solve this.
Is it? Is it really?
All right, break out the notebook. Time to put it all together.
Let's
Guys!
start with this. It's an
I think
arrow
this
for
might
the
be it.
crossbow, and it matches Freya's wound. It's the murder weapon.
Yeah, we
I'm
know that.
sure of it.
Despite the fact it doesn't have any blood on it, and it wasn't found anywhere near the crime scene.
Mm-hmm. It was cleaned, then it was hidden. I don't think anybody
Was
expected
polished.
us to get down to that room at the bottom of the lake.
Okay, so Freya was shot by a crossbow. Where was it fired from?
It's gotta be up above. She was shot at a 90-degree angle, but there's a painting in front and there's no holes in the painting.
It was fired from above Freya.
From the attic.
Above,
From
huh?
the attic. So
Yeah,
whoever
our
went up there and
diagram
blacked
doesn't
out the
show
windows.
everything. Let's add in the rest of the crime scene.
The attic.
Perfect hiding place. We even found a part of the murder weapon up there. The reel was used to
Reel.
pull the arrow back up through the
Yep.
crack in the floorboards.
Explains why we never found a weapon at the crime scene, I guess.
The murderer must have dropped the reel in the attic. I'm guessing they were in a hurry to escape.
Wait. The arrow was fired through the crack in the floorboards?
Yeah, it's directly above where Freya was found lying on her back.
Nope. Doesn't add up. It would have missed her if she was still standing up by the painting.
She wasn't.
Ah, right.
Unless
Or it was on the ground.
Great, was
Freya was already lying on her back before the arrow was fired.
I think so too.
She'd fallen unconscious.
She'd fallen unconscious.
Something in the room caused Freya to fall unconscious.
Yes.
The
The
gramophone!
gramophone.
Right.
But the gramophone
Because of the
by
crack.
itself can't do that.
Something in the gramophone? Music
There was
came
something
from-
in the
Hey,
Mm-hmm.
gramophone.
Something
They
small.
didn't let me read it, though. Oh. Oh. Wait, what?
Pointer's research says it can emit an incredibly loud hiss. when it
The
feels
hiss.
threatened. Poppy and Fitz
The
both
inhuman
said
sound.
they heard a loud noise around the
Ah.
time of the murder. Neither of them had any
There it
idea
is.
what it was.
This seems a little far-fetched. Is it
You're
really loud
far-fetched.
enough to knock someone out?
No, I don't think so. Not by itself. But don't forget,
Mag-
it was
that's
being
why the tuba
amplified
in
by the
the-
shape of the gramophone.
That's what it was.
I don't think we're purely talking about volume either. It might just be a particular type of frequency.
This is getting kinda scientific. Since when do you know anything about the effects of weaponized audio frequency?
I don't. But I think someone else does. Do you remember that statue we found in the music room? The hornet's
Yep.